Intensive days of racing, all to try to win your way to this point. A spot in the winner-take-all final heat. It's 5 laps. At the end, the checkered flag and the most prestigious trophy in all of boat racing, the APBA Gold Cup. And look at the way they're forming up, Jim. Jean Theoret, a master at getting the inside, has done it again in the U37 Beacon Plumbing.
That's for sure, Steve. He's on the inside, the short way around the course. We're aboard the U3 Jeep Chrysler boat. Jimmy King, the driver, as they fan out now, the rooster tail starts to rise, and here they come for the start.
The run down to start finish. Theoret's out ahead. He's in great shape. If he's a legal starter, he has a lot of speed off to his left. We're on board with Steve David in the Old Boy Oberto. He's had a great weekend, but does the old boat have enough speed to compete here? Theoret is going to be the early leader. It's a good start. All 6 boats were legal, and they are flying down into that first turn off to the left. That's Jimmy King with piston power, pulling out ahead of Steve David and chasing Jean Theoret into the first turn.
5 laps around this Detroit River 2.5-mile oval, and the winner will be crowned the APBA Gold Cup champion for 2006.
Jean Theoret, the first off the turn in the yellow boat, and look at the speed here as he pulls away from Mike Allen and Jimmy King. We're on board with Allen, and off to the left, that's the rooster tail of the U37 Beacon Plumbing. You see a little bit of the yellow boat there. Now Allen is pulling up beside him. Look, oh, the cowling! The cowling blew off the 37. Miss Beacon Plumbing has lost part of the race boat. It went right through the wing. It took off the horizontal stabilizer, and now Jean Theoret has what should be a crippled race boat. This should be a big advantage for Mike Allen.
Yes, and that boat will react differently now over this rough water when the wind gets under those sponsons and those wings, so he's got to be very careful.
The rear wing on the boat is set by the crew. It is not operated by the driver the way the front one is, but it is critical in the handling of the race boat. Mike Allen now is giving chase. Aerodynamically unsound should be Jean Theoret's ride. We'll see now how he's able to handle this. So far, Jim, he has not slowed down at all. He's on to the backstretch, and he is still the leader. I would presume by now he knows that something is wrong, still handling well. And look at the ride that Steve David's getting back in the Old Boy Oberto.
The wind is picked up and choppy waters now on the Detroit River. Very dangerous. They've got to complete all 5 laps. They're in number 2 of 5.
Jean Theoret into the rooster tail turn again. He has maintained the lead. Surprisingly, he has lost the cowling and the rear wing. Aerodynamically, that boat has to be different. Here's Jimmy King. He is running back in the battle for second and third with Mike Allen as they are both chasing what we think should be a crippled U37 Beacon Plumbing. But Jean Theoret continues to keep it out front. Look at this drive, Jim. He's doing a tremendous job.
Yes, he is. And you can notice that the wing in the back of the boat up high is gone. Everything went flying in that second turn down by the Detroit Yacht Club, but he's maintaining his lead on the inside in the U37.
Jean Theoret was an absolute lead foot. He came up through the Grand Prix ranks, and I'm thinking, Jim, that this boat right now might be handling something like a Grand Prix. They don't have as many aerodynamic control surfaces. We're on board with Jimmy King. He's running back in third place. It's Mike Allen running second, and Mike does not appear to be running down Jean Theoret. That's a surprise because he has a whole race boat. There's Mike Allen right there running in second.
And look at the way he makes that turn down by the rooster tail, by the pit turn, as he comes around to complete lap number 3. He's still leading the fleet, and that boat is giving him a pretty good ride for no rear stabilizer.
What a tremendous drive by the French-Canadian Jean Theoret, and you see his pursuer, Mike Allen, right there, who is not gaining on him. One of the most remarkable things I've ever seen, Jim. Normally when a driver loses a wing, they become a back marker. The boat just doesn't handle for him. This one has not slowed down at all.
Well, the U37, the Beacon Plumbing, owned by Billy Schumacher and his wife Jane, having, of course, been a Gold Cup champion as a driver in his own right, he said it's tougher to be an owner and on the shore, and right now he's got to be sweating bullets.
Back when Billy drove, they didn't have the movable front wing and the rear wing that we've been talking about. You can see here in this shot in Mike Allen's cockpit, off to his left is the front canard. He works that with his left foot to control the attitude of the boat. The rear wing is set by the crew, and that's what's missing from the U37. Now, look at this race back here for second place. Mike Allen has Jimmy King off to his left as they go into the Rooster Tail turn. Jimmy bounced a little there. Oh, he took a whack on the windshield from the Rooster Tail of Mike Allen's boat, but he comes out of it. Now Allen a little more of a lead in second place over third place Jimmy King.
They've got a rough Detroit River, and Bill Munsey once said, you never beat the Detroit River, you only survive it. And that's what these combatants are trying to do here this afternoon.
Listen to this, Jim. Mike Allen has been penalized for crowding Jimmy King in that turn. He has been penalized a lap. He is no longer running second on the water. Mike Allen, the driver you just looked over his shoulder, got too tight running in lane 2, didn't give Jimmy King enough room, and he's been penalized a lap. So that'll shake up our order. It'll move Jimmy King up into second place as our leader, Jean Theoret, is putting a lap now on Dr. Ken Muscatel in a boat that's absolutely performing beautifully, considering part of it's gone.
They're going to have to work on this boat to get it ready for Tri-City, but right now they don't care. They are looking for a checker flag and a Gold Cup winning. And here it comes, the checker flag for Jean Theoret and the U-37.
What a tremendous drive. We don't know, frankly, how much the attitude of the boat was affected by the loss of the cowling in the wing. There's Jimmy King. He'll come by to take second place. Mike Allen, second on the water, is going to be dropped back after a one-lap penalty for an encroachment on King. And look at Billy Schumacher's crew. Let's go down to the winner's dock and a very, very happy crew, owner, and driver.
The last time I talked to this guy on the dock, he said, I'm not sure I'm in the final. Look what happened.
Well, it's amazing. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I want to thank Beacon Plumbing for sponsoring us. And I want to thank this team, because this team is the heart of this race boat, and that's why we won here today.
About the second lap, you blew off the horizontal stabilizer. What did that do to the boat?
I saw it in the mirror. It didn't change nothing. The water was so bad we couldn't make that speed, that we really do anything. Usually, it didn't do nothing wrong.
Gold Cup winner.
Yes, sir. It's amazing. My second year, I'm a Gold Cup winner.
All right.
It's fantastic. It's a miracle.